Okay, it is that time of the year, or that time every 4 years, should I say, when the World Cup is upon us. So, as always, I like to do my predictions. Bit of a different video. I'm going to try and speed run this, make it real quick. Don't want to spend too much time on it. So, without further ado, let's do this. Let's start my World Cup prediction. But just quickly again, I can see here, pick to win. So this is out of, what, 82,500 people picking a winner. They chose Spain, France, and Portugal. Very interesting. Anyway, let's get started with my predictions. So how does this work? Start your bracket. I've never used this before. Alright, seems simple enough. We're going to start with Group A and go all the way to Group L. Just remember, this World Cup is different. It's a whole different World Cup to the usual. A lot more teams, 48 all up. And of course, it's in Mexico, the US, and Canada. So I'm keen to see how it's going to run. But yeah, let's get started. So Group A. We've got Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and the Czech Republic. This is almost exactly how I would predict it. I might actually put South Korea... Oh, how do I do this? Oh, nope, that's not it. Mexico first, South Korea second. South Africa and Czech Republic. I reckon South Africa will be fourth, so Czech Republic third, South Africa fourth. Next one, Group B. I'm going to go with... I don't know, like... I'm not convinced by any of these teams. Like Switzerland, they drew with Australia, but were they playing the best team? It was a friendly. I still think Switzerland might come out on top though. Canada being one of the hosts. Second. I'm not sure about Bosnia and Qatar, but I'm going to go Qatar third. I think they've been doing some pretty good things in the last few years. And Bosnia fourth. Group C, I think Brazil will top it. Great team. I'm going to go Morocco second. Scotland third. Haiti, I'm sorry, fourth. Just don't think Haiti... I don't know if they're even going to like get a draw or a win. So we'll see how that goes. I might be wrong. Group D. Now this one is tough. Being from Australia, naturally I would love to see the Aussies progress. And they still can. But I think top of this group is Turkey. I think Turkey are an absolute dark horse. A lot of people are underestimating them. They got a lot of good young players. A lot of technical skills in that squad. I reckon they're going to top it. Second is tough. But being on home soil, I think United States might clinch it. Paraguay maybe. Even Australia could get a result. They've shown they can. You know what? I'm going to go Paraguay. I'm going to go Paraguay second. United States third. Australia to finish last here. I hope I'm kind of wrong on this. I would love for United States not to get out of the groups. Sorry, but I just think, yeah, that's how it's going to be. Group E. Looking at this, I'm going to go Germany and Ecuador. Ivory Coast, Curacao. Oh, sorry. What? Wait, let me do this again. Germany. Oh, I gotta redo it. Alright. Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, Curacao. Alright, there we go. Group F. This is going to be a bit of a surprise, but I'm going to go Japan to top it. Japan have been playing so well, especially in the lead up. Netherlands second, Sweden third, Tunisia fourth. Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. I just can't see New Zealand finishing anything other than fourth. Belgium, are they good still? Maybe for this group. Egypt's not bad. Iran third, New Zealand fourth. Alright, let's speed it up a bit. Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, Cape Verde. Or is it Cabo Verde? Anyway, I don't know much about Cape Verde, Cabo Verde, so I want to go last. They might surprise me. They might actually finish on top of Saudi Arabia. Actually, I'm gonna change that up. They do have a few good players. I reckon there'll be another bit of a surprise. Let's do that. Okay, Group I. France, obviously, too good. I reckon Norway, great players again. It's good to see Norway back in the World Cup. Iraq. Graham Arnold has been doing great things in Iraq, but I don't think it'll be enough for this group. Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan. Group K, Portugal. It's going to have to be Colombia, I reckon. I think Uzbekistan, a bit underrated as well. They got a couple good plays in there. I think one of their defenders plays for Man City, actually. But I'll go Colombia, Uzbekistan, DR Congo, and Group L. This could go like these three. Like I don't think England is actually that good. I think they could have picked better players. For this group, I think I'm gonna go Croatia and England to come second. They're gonna get out of it. Then Ghana and Panama last. All right, where are we? Select 13th place. All right, so we're gonna select 8 out of the 12. So let's have a look. United States, I think they might get out. So it depends also who's going to score the most goals and goals against and all that stuff. So you got to think about that. Sweden, definitely. Scotland, can they do it? I don't know. Iran, that would be crazy if Iran get out of that group in the US. I got to back an African team here. I reckon Ghana. Ghana seems decent. I got 3 so far. This is hard. Cape Verde. Can we see like a surprise here by them? I think we can. Who else do we have? We got 4 so far. Need another 4. I don't think Uzbekistan will make it. I just don't see it. Scotland, possibly. Czech Republic. I don't know who. I actually don't know much about the Czech Republic. I don't know if they got any, standouts there. Qatar. I don't think Qatar will make it. I'm gonna go Algeria actually. They seem decent over there. You know what? I'm gonna go Scotland. I think, Scotland. Let's go Scotland. I don't think any of these will. Qatar, maybe not. Czech Republic, Ivory Coast, or Senegal. I'm gonna go with Ivory Coast and Senegal, Czech Republic, Senegal. I'm trying to think, who do I know from these countries? I'm gonna go Senegal. I'm just gonna go Senegal. Let's go. All right, what do I do next? Knockout rounds. All right. So, if these were the knockout rounds, let's see. Germany, United States, it's going to have to be Germany. I reckon, United States will take him all the way to the end. Possibly penalty shootouts or extra time. But Germany will get there in the end. France, Sweden. France, South Korea, and Canada. I reckon South Korea. Japan, Morocco. Japan, like I've said, Japan, like Turkey. Japan and Turkey, for me, are the 2 dark horses this year. Brazil, Netherlands, that'll be tough, but I'll go Brazil. Ecuador, Norway, I'm going to go Norway. Mexico, Scotland, Mexico. Croatia, Senegal. Croatia, they are getting a bit old, this team, but they've done pretty well in the last couple World Cups. Colombia, England. England, Spain, Austria, Spain. Turkey, Ivory Coast, I'll go Turkey. Belgium, Cape Verde, Belgium. Or if this was this would be like a huge rivalry, I reckon. I reckon they'll sell out the stadium. Let's go Argentina. Paraguay, Egypt. Paraguay. Switzerland, Algeria. Switzerland, Portugal, Ghana, Portugal. Alright, where do I go next? Here. Alright, the round of 16. Germany and France. What a game that will be in the round of 16. I don't think Germany can go past France. France is just too good. South Korea and Japan, another great rivalry. What is going on? It's gonna have to be Japan, Brazil, Norway, Brazil, Mexico, and Croatia. I think Mexico can win that. Unfortunately, round of 16, I think England will be knocked out. So Spain, Turkey, and Belgium. I think Turkey will keep going. I don't know what it is about Turkey, but I reckon they're just gonna surprise us. Another South American lineup. Argentina, sorry. Portugal, Switzerland. Portugal. Quarterfinals. Japan and France. Ooh, alright. Okay, I think, again, Japan might take them all the way to the end. They might even surprise them. But I think France, with experience and skill and just the players they got, they're just too good. Spain and Turkey. Now, you know I love my Turkish. You know I love my my Turkey. But, this is tough. You know what? I'm going to go. I have to go Spain. Alright, Brazil, Mexico. Mexicans are going to fight hard here. But Brazil, they're just too good. I don't know. They missed out a few key players, I think, in their selection, but they have what it takes. Again, depends if anyone gets injured, if anyone, something happens. I have to go Brazil. Argentina, Portugal. Are Argentina as good as they have been in the last World Cup? They got a whole different team. Well, not a whole different, but they're getting on as well. They got some stars in there. Portugal the same. I reckon if these two teams were to meet, Portugal will win. Sorry, Argentina. Alright. France and Spain. A classic match, always. You know what? I think I will go France here. I just think France would be too good. Brazil and Portugal. Portuguese battle. This would be an interesting game. I think Brazil could probably clinch it. I don't know. Let me know if you disagree. Spain and Portugal. Oh, that is so hard for third place. I feel like Portugal will come third. So let's go Portugal. And the final. I look at France's team and I just can't see past it. I can't see them losing. Their first, second, third, fourth choice could do really well here. So I'm going to go France as the champions. Brazil second, Portugal third, Spain fourth. What do you think? What do you think of this? Let me know in the comments below.